Hello everyone, Zellerant here, and for today's video on Umamusume, we're going to be taking a look at people's account reviews that they've posted here over the last few days since my last video, and it's been a couple days, and man, has it blown up. My last ones I looked at are down here, and there are a lot here. So we're going to try and go through these, try and give quick advice, try and keep the video a little bit shorter for how many I go through, but they just tend to be a little bit longer because we got a lot of people looking for advice here. You kind of just scroll around and skip around and kind of see if you can find someone that has a similar situation to yours. If you want to kind of get an idea on what you might want to pull for, or you can post it in here. Just know that it's taken me a while to get through them, but we'll just start pushing them and try and go give advice as quickly as we can. As well as people in the chat, because we are currently live. If you want to try and give your thoughts on it, go ahead and do that, and it'll be on screen to help out with that as well. So we have this first one. Need help with a pull plan. Free to play end closer main. 100% going to be pulling for gold ship, which I'm guessing is going to be all the different variations. So we have the summer gold ship. That's quite a not too far away, but it's going to be around the summer Rosensky support card time frame. And then we have, I think, a La Arc one that comes out during that event, during that scenario, and Orfever is quite a ways away, so you have a lot of time for her. A lot of options though. Some kind of mid ones that you might want to pick up on your way there when it comes to the Umas themselves. One that I really like, I haven't heard talked about, Inari 1 Festival, and that's because she is dirt and she's dirt A, turf A. She has encroaching shadows, so you have the gold acceleration, the Narita Taishin one. You have, if I remember correctly, she has innate experience. Innate experience, and innate experience is good for longs, as we've already seen with how good it is on Christmas Ogre cap on longs. It's going to be even stronger on her being an encloser that has encroaching shadow over those long races. I think she'll be a really nice pickup, and then Mr. CB after that. Now, when it comes to support cards, regardless of what you have, Mr. CB Wit is the big one you're looking at. You at least want Limit Break 1. If you really only care about end closers, you could maybe get away with pulling a little bit harder on her to get more copies. But there's also strong cards around the same time frame, and you may just go to Limit Break 1 since you're free to play, and at that point save up for the scenario banner. And if you haven't already, let me see, what do you have cards wise? Do you have Fine Motion? Hard to see here, but I'm guessing you're low limit break on her since you don't show it. I'm guessing you're lower limit break. You have a copy of her, but Fine Motion might be a target for you to pull on as well, just so you can have that 2 wits. Mr. CB and Fine Motion. You already have Key to Sun Black, MLB, everything else is good. But that's kind of my quick advice there. And you got a video. Should I pull on this banner for MLB Admire Vega? The video on YouTube is the only reference of, and well, this isn't a video here. And this is definitely somebody that is showcasing it with future cards. But no, I would not pull on Admire Vega. As a free-to-play, no. You can go a lot of pulls into that banner and get screwed. While it's very low chance, do you want something that could just completely kill your entire account? Guts Build's nice, but not worth the risk. You can, I'm kind of looking at your cards. Yeah, you could do your Guts Build with it, but you're not really all that super strong for Guts Build anyway. So you can get away without pulling for her. That's fine. Just do the normal build. Save those pulls. Don't let your account get wrecked by being that bottom 1%. Now you will get free pulls. If you pull it off in the free pulls, well, good for you. But other than that, I would not pull any more than that. Okay, next one. Man, this is a long one. Do I use my anniversary SSR selectors on Twin Turbo or Ines Fujin? Should I pull Admire Vega Guts? As I said, I'm just going to say that for a lot of people. I think some people will disagree with me. I think Victoria Frontier, or Charles, as his name is probably probably agrees with me based on what I've heard, because he's talked against the Guts build being like super crazy because it is overhyped. It is very strong and can make strong Umas. But there's so many options that you have for it. And if you're free to play, you really don't want to pull that risk throwing a bunch of pulls at that banner that could kill you. You pull in the banner, theoretically, if you actually want NTR, and then the Admire Vega is just kind of a bonus off that. Unless you're a whaler, a big spender like I'll be. I will pull until I get either MLB NTR through the SR crystals or MLB NTR. Either or for me, but I'm spending money. So I have an interesting spot. I don't know how to use my 2 anniversary selectors on. You might be in a similar situation to me, depending on your cards. I've mostly been using, I'm mostly between using them on Twin Turbo or Ines Fujin. Okay, if you're pulling, Ines Fujin is very good Guts card. Let's see. Now, it depends on your other Guts ones. I mean, of course, you have the free one right here. You have Air Groove, which is a 10%. Do you have Serious Symbole? Ines Fujin. Ooh, yeah, you're in a very similar situation to me. You do have her at that. She's another speed Guts card. So she has speed bonus just like Admire Vega. Now, neither of these I believe has power. But you have so many other options, so I say Ines Fujin is a potential option for you. Because Twin Turbo, no. Absolutely not. I would never do Twin Turbo. Kind of looking at, you already have MLB Super Creek. You have Fine Motion in here. Fine Motion. Oh, okay. You're a spender for sure, probably. Ines Fujin, I think, is your best bet. She definitely looks like your best bet. I might not get full with... oh, wait. My play style. Words, you say what you are. I also don't know if I should pull over Admire Vega Guts or not. Think about my account I play. Currently have 40k carrots. Buy all the carrot deals as they refresh. I spend extra on top. Mix I don't really want. Eat a Sun Black Super. Yes, you're already set on the main cards. I play almost exclusively front runners and end closers. Well, that kind of clashes with your playstyle up here. Ines Fujin has your heal. If you go with Guts build, it has Restless. And so you're going to probably be pulling for Valentine's Bourbon. Oh, you say it right there. There's your heal for Valentine's Bourbon on the mediums. And I would say don't pull for Admire Vega. You have everything you need. Ines Fujin is got speed. You got Serious Symbole. Now, those are both 5%ers on race bonus. So do you have nice nature? You probably don't. I don't know if you wailed out for her. So you could maybe work... I mean, she has that. She's just 5%. So you kind of have to make it up for it. Make sure all the rest of yours are 10%. But I definitely think she's your best card for sure, especially if you're heavy front runners. Because it basically gives you your heal for your front runners if you go on for the mediums. Current plan, Valentine's Bourbon, Admire Vega. If you want to pull Admire Vega herself, that gives you even more reason not to get Admire Vega the Guts card. You can't use it for her. And I plan to... well, you can't... yeah, Shadow, you can't use the Mihono Bourbon Wit on Mihono Bourbon herself. But yeah, I do get that. That's another 5%er. I've actually, for myself though, I may just not take it and just go for the higher stats overall and just deal with not having taken a lead. We'll have to see. We'll have to see. I can kind of see why you want, if you love the gamble to try and get that for your Mihono Bourbon, Twin Turbo could potentially make sense for you. I personally don't like that, and early lead is enough for me. People just aren't going to be building strong enough front runners that taking the lead is as mandatory as groundwork. Early lead, I think, is very important. Taking the lead gives you that extra oomph, but I don't think it's as necessary as groundwork. But I think it's up to you on that one. Either or, I think, works fine. Just know that Twin Turbo's a gamble card, and making you track runs are an hour long. And if you lose that gamble at the end of your run, there you go. That's not going to be fun. fairly strong speed stacks. Like, yeah. I mean, it's going to be a grueling gamble. You're going to lose that last 50-50 at the very end of your hour-long make a new track run, and you're going to just be like, well, that was a waste. And there's no re-rolling or anything on the run, like we're doing Parents. Uma Anniversary on Dober, good selection. Alright, I think that's pretty much, I think I kind of got my advice around there. I think Ines Fusion or Twin Turbo are good options. Just know that Twin Turbo is going to be, you're doing a lot of runs to not only get the high roll, but also get that taking the lead. I think Ines Fusion is going to be the better bet if you want to go with the Guts deck. But I think either way works. Alright, let's look at the next one here. Let's see. Need advice for my account. I love doing all positions, but I love End the most. Man, everybody loves End. And End is definitely my favorite as well. Favorite Umas are Narita and... wait. My favorite Umas are Naritas. Like what? Narita Brian, Narita Taishin? Or are you just meaning Narita Taishin because you say and End closers? What support do I need to pull? Mr. CB Wits will be the big pickup. At least limit break 1 on the first banner. And then maybe potentially MLBing later on. What do you have cards here? Got your MLB Key to Sun Black. Oh, are you fairly new? Holy. Not sure. Oh, wait, there's Super Creek. Okay, so you have MLB Super Creek. MLB Key to Sun Black. Yeah, I think you don't have either Fine Motion or Nice Nature, I'm guessing here. Oh, wait, I didn't see these ones. You have that. Yeah, you've been playing a while. You say how many carrots you have? Oh, here's your Umas. For 1 year selector, get in New Year Opera. 1 year selector be Valentine's Bourbon. If I can't remember if there was a 1.5 selector. But yeah, Valentine, that's a good one. And will be either Neo Universe. Okay. Looking at the Umas. Well, you like End closers. You have Narita Taishin, I'm gonna guess, because you mentioned her. Yep. Yeah, Mr. CB Wit's the big one. I think Fine Motion, depending on your carrots, Fine Motion would be another one to try and pull. But you have no copies. So I wouldn't pull unless you had 60,000 carrots, because you really want MLB for making you track. And then you use your anniversary selectors to MLB it. But Mr. CB is the big one to pick up. Carrots is bottom pick? Oh, really? Oh, I'm blind. Oh, you have like no carrots. Okay. You're not pulling for Fine Motion. Yeah, save for Mr. CB Wit. Take your free pulls. You're good enough to go into it. Just keep saving. Just save up until Mr. CB Wit for your end closers. And then save from that point, I think. Yeah, and then I think you could pull on the Fine Motion Sumaru Zensky banner. Since you're going to be getting Mihono Bourbon late anyway, you're going to be pulling her here. So I think Fine Motion and Sumaru Zensky banner is probably a good one for you. So you should have a decent amount of carrots at that point. Depending on your luck, depending on how your luck goes on the Grand Live Light Hello banner with Agnes Tachyon and Light Hello, whatever happens there kind of depend on whether you want to pull on Fine Motion or not. Or just try and wait it out and make Wits your main borrow until Major Romanu comes out. But yeah, I think Mr. CB Wits your big pickup there. All right. See the next one here. What should I aim for next? Don't have any particular favorite position, and I most likely would not roll for Umas for quite a while. Some pulls on V Bourbon to try some luck. I would advise against that. I mean, that's my general advice. If you don't have 200, don't do it. Save to 200 pulls. Don't just throw them. Just do not do a donation to the developers. Yes, you can get lucky, but it's stacked against you. And you could just throw away carrots and walk away with nothing. I will be pitting for another Fuku later today. Oh, well, this is like 7 days ago. Most likely give 1 pity to the Fine Motion banner later. I don't have a good SSR wit yet. Currently, I have around 42 carats. Do I purchase? And I do purchase the daily carrot. I have a selector as well as the crystal. So you still have that. I would not use the crystal yet. You know, I think you pull. Yeah, you pull on Fine Motion. Super Creek, you have it Limit Break 2. So you pulled for pity on this. Hopefully you MLB'd this. You can use the selector to MLB her for make a new track. But depending on your luck, if you're going to pull Fine Motion, I would use the selectors to MLB Fine Motion. But it really depends on how your luck is. You don't have any copies of her. Yeah, I think Fine Motion is probably... I mean, you're at 42,000. Depending if that's what you have after Fuku pulls, I think Fine Motion's a good one to throw at. And see what you walk away with there, and then let that kind of determine what you use your selectors on. You could go for just MLBing Super Creek at that point, and then you can use her. She's very good. 10% race bonus. And we have 2 mediums and a long, so she'll definitely get some use out of you. And then wish to add my Mega Power. Oh, 1 limit Reg Gas, not really useful there. And yeah, just depends on your luck, but the selectors, Fine Motion, I think is a big good candidate. If you pull on her, and if you get like lucky enough to get like Limit Break 1 or 2 in that first pity, you use the selectors there, or potentially then, if not, use them on Super Creek and then just MLB Fine Motion when she comes back around and save from that point. All right, we'll go to the next one. This is, well, this one I'm a little bit late on. Should I pull for MLB Fuku or not? Sorry, I didn't get to you in time. You missed that. But it looks like you got help here, so that's always good to see. Man, there's a lot that helped on there. All right. Not really sure what is better to prioritize. Planning to pull on Fine Motion or Kawakami, or Fine Motion the Kawakami banner. I will buy the Annie tickets if we get them, and I still got the last Annie ticket and did not use it. So you're a very good shot at MLBing Fine Motion if you can go to pity. If I don't pull a Nice Nature on the Fine Motion banner, I'm going to use the ticket to MLB Nice Nature. Yep, smart move. Should I rather focus on getting Fine Motion, Zero Limit Break to Limit Break 3, or Super Creek? Ooh. Man. I would say Fine Motion. What are your other options here? I personally think Fine Motion, but it's really gonna come down to your luck on her banner before you can really make a decision there. Super Creek, Limit Break 1. Nice Nature. So you're solid. Fine Motion you can use on everything. Super Creek's going to be more limited to just the mediums and the long. So I would say I'd prefer Fine Motion. I don't know if you have any other big hits here. I don't know what that's at, but not really all that useful. Yeah, I think to me personally, Fine Motion, just because you can use her on every track. Super Creek, you can, hopefully you luck sack some good stuff with the Fine Motion banner. It's going to come down to that, but I'd say she's the more important one to prioritize, and I think pulling that banner is a good decision. But yeah, I think, and then I mostly play lates or pace Umas, because I mostly like Uma pace late. So you'll skip Mr. CB. Yeah, if you're not going to do end closers, Mr. CB is not any use to you. I'm willing to spend, but only if I have to. Yeah, I would just do Fine Motion. Get yourself set up for success. Fine Motion and Nice Nature going into... And then you can use... Don't let people tell you can't use her, but you can use Kita-san Black. Professor's Curvature is still going to be strong. That's 3 cards. You can just borrow your others, and then you have flex on pretty much anything else, depending on the direction you want to go. If you just need race, if you just want to go with race bonus on some power, you can do it here. If you want to try out the guts build, you can use Kitasan Black. Yeah, Kitasan Black with both of your Fine Motion and Nice Nature. And then I could say you can go with like Urara. I can click it on the same one. I mean, you have a couple of them. There's so many. Oh yeah, you have the Yukino. You can always borrow one. The main goal is try and shoot for around that 60%. But definitely Fine Motion. That is kind of what I would say for yours. All right, we have another one here. What should my priorities be? It started as a front runner heavy account, but I started swiping more and more as time went by. So now you're probably an everything account now. What should I look to pull on in the future? Got 32 carats right now. You got Biko Pegasus, you got Fuku, you got... Okay, you're a big swiper. You got Super Creek MLB. You didn't MLB your Yukino? Man. I mean, I don't think you're going to need to use it, but... Missing out on those free cards. No MLB, Nice Nature, Kitasan. You have Fine Motion at all. Man, I think 30,000 is risky. I mean, you might not be able to MLB a Fine Motion if you don't have her at all. You said started out as frontrunner heavy. I mean, you have Mihono Bourbon and 32k carats. I think Mihono Bourbon's the big pickup that you want. And then you kind of save your pulls. Sumaru Zensky support card for your frontrunners. And just get limit break 1 on her. And then you could MLB her on the Fine Motion or Sumaru Zensky rerun banner. And that way you could skip the one coming up because Mihono Bourbon... unless you get crazy lucky on Mihono Bourbon Valentine's. Because 32k, and I mean, you have the selectors too, but 32k is not going to be enough of a chance to get you to limit break 2 to then use the selectors to MLB. So, I think you can skip quite a bit after Valentine's Bourbon, depending on other Umas you might want, and then pull on some Zensky at that point for your front runner. Okay, one more. This is already getting kind of long, but we're pushing through these a little bit quicker, I feel like, than my other ones that I've done where I yapped on 10 minutes for one. Need advice if I should pull over Fuku / NTR. Well, I've already screwed that one up. It's too late for Fuku. No, I say no. I personally think Fuku is a good borrow for most people, but just because she will fall off alongside NTR. I know she's usable after Make a New Track, but you have so many better options that you should potentially have at that point. You have Fine Motion, Nice Nature. I'm gonna guess you have Kitasan Black. You have Rico. He's an option. I personally I wouldn't use her, but you do have her at MLB, so she's an option. You definitely look like you're a swiper too, so... Where is... I'm not seeing it. I'm guessing maybe you didn't highlight it? Or I'm blind, but I'm not seeing Kitasan Black at all. She hidden? Is that her right there? That's not her. I would just think MLB, Nice Nature, and Fine Motion would mean you probably have Kitasan somewhere. But yeah, I think I might want to actually read this. I'll just pull 200 NTR. Chocoban, probably Kita. Semi-competitive and semi-spender. You didn't mention anything. I personally wouldn't pull over NTR. If you have MLB, you have Shinko Windy is like a last resort speed card. Oh, there's Kitasan right there. The tippity top. So, oh, she's right there. Right there. Okay. Yeah. No. An NTR is not worth it. You have nice nature, Kita-san black, fine motion. Right there's 3 of your cards. You can borrow Fuku if you need to borrow her. Or you can go Guts build. I think you have everything really needed for the Guts build, right? If you want to do the Guts build, you have the free. Of course, you have Urara, you have Yukino Bijin. I didn't see if you have Serious Assembly as your speed one. But even if you want to just go over that high roll, you can. Air Groove, potential. I don't think you're highlighting your SRs. But if you have Serious Assembly, she's a good pickup. So you have options. I feel like she's a skip. Easy skip. Oh, is this yours? Oh, I didn't even realize this. Oh, this is yours, Pokey. I didn't even realize it was yours. Okay. Yeah, I feel like you skip. I feel this. This is the last one. So this is the last one of the video. So this maybe is making it a little bit longer, but that's fine. Yeah, I feel like you skip. You're in good shape. I mean, unless you're willing to whale-ish like I do. Like, I'm crazy. But I mean, Admire Vega is so big for me because I have Ines Fujin and I have Major Palmer. Like, that 15% race bonus is going to be very big to make up for, one, the 5% on Ines Fujin and Major Palmer, alongside Nice Nature. Like, it's going to be very big for my Guts build, but you don't have them. You're going to be using, like, the 10% Guts cards, so you're not going to really need the 15% as much. Now, the speed and power is also massive, which is going to be your main weakness, but I have to, oh yeah, yeah, after watching my video, which I will be making a dedicated video on it that's not just a reaction as we get closer, yeah, Admire Vega can screw you, and NTR is just not good enough for your average person. I'm just going to end up using MTR if I MLB her, trying to get Admire Vega. That will suck. But that is a possibility. I don't get Admire Vega and I MLB NTR. But yeah, I think you skip and you just keep saving for the bigger hitters later. It can never hurt. Never hurts to save. If you end up with 120,000 carats going into Grand Live, so be it. But yeah, that'll give you a lot of options for the other hits. But that is pretty much it. That's some of my advice here. Let me see. How much have I caught up? It's just so god dang many. Alright, I'll try and do... No, oh my god. Yeah, this weekend, we're gonna do some. We'll do like an extended stream where I cover a bunch of them. And I'll just kind of spread out the videos. But that's it for this, this account review here. Yeah, if you want to just keep putting them in here, just know I'm trying to catch them up. It looks like I'm about a week behind, but hopefully I catch up. But just go ahead and come in here, put in here. Other people do answer. We've had some people that discuss in here. You can always go into general and ask too, because we got a lot of people willing to help out here. But that'll be it for this video. And if you like my content, if you can like, comment, subscribe, it really helps. And thanks for watching.